All right, I'll give it a minute to get all the little bumps out because it seems like the audio always acts up in the very beginning. Not expecting too many people at this late hour. It's 12:31 a.m. on the East Coast. You know, the doctor said today that they expect millions and millions to get this. And now Trump is saying probably till April 30th. And we know it's going to go longer than that. And if it was going to die in warm weather, then places like Florida wouldn't be having the outbreak they're having. It's not dying in warm weather. So, and there's other countries where it was warm, and it's always warm, hot, and it's spreading there too. So we know it's not. Anyway, I don't even need to cover the numbers because they're all over the news, and Virginia still ain't being tested, even though we had bases closed down because of it. I was listening to Virginia Beach police scanner earlier, and someone called because there was a group of 50 people on the beach, and I guess a fight broke out, and the police weren't happy about that. They've been, cracking down, and I hear people calling in, in their neighborhoods when there's too big of a group of people, and so they're taking the 10 people rule seriously. But they're not testing because we don't have any tests. We send them all away to other places. So, whatever. I guess it doesn't make much difference if you end up in the hospital because, everybody's supposed to be self quarantining anyway, kind of. And if you end up in the hospital, even if they can't test you for the coronavirus, if you got a fever and you got pneumonia, they're going to have to treat you. There's no cure for it anyway, so I guess they figured why bother testing? I don't know. There was people that had to leave Florida because they were due to come down this way to work for the spring and summer, but there's no work here right now, so they told them, well, you better come because you might not be able to leave, and so they're just in limbo too. So I was looking at some photographs they got of a black hole, and let me share this photo. Hold on. Add source. Let me find it. This went across. I don't know if y'all can see it because they're pretty light. I'll pull up the live thing in a minute. But see all these lines going across this way? Don't think these are meteors. This is like rays of light from something. They're up here. This isn't a camera anomaly either. So anyway, looking at the pictures they showed from the black hole, it sends off energy like that. And so when I was looking at those pictures of the black hole this evening, it reminded me of this that I just caught on the NASA or goes. I forgot which one it is right now. Sorry, my mind's on a lot of stuff tonight. But anyway, that reminded me of that. Some kind of energy shooting across our atmosphere. Let me see if I can pull up their thing. Open a new tab. Doobie-doo. And it's taking a long time to load. And they're missing hours and hours and hours and hours of footage. On this one, like 7 hours of footage missing. And on the other Sun one, a whole lot of hours missing again. So you gotta kind of wonder why. And they got one satellite that's just been down for like, uh-oh, let me share this. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what this is going on right now because I can tell you it wasn't like this earlier. Look at the blackness over the sun. Y'all see that? It was not like that when I took that screenshot a couple hours ago of whatever was going across here. The energy, this was normal, you know, the normal that we see. Are y'all seeing this? And we're probably going to have a lot of missing footage still because there's like 20 some hours missing from this. Huh. Wow. All right, we got to keep an eye on that. Y'all see that, right? Yeah, see, it's only got 3 hours of footage. It's supposed to be 24 hours of footage. Okay, it was not doing that earlier. So whatever this is happened within the last 2 hours because it was not doing that when I took the still shot of the other satellite image. I can't take my eyes off that now. Wow. Wow. Well, let's see what's going on with this. I've never had to check. This has never done anything. Well, let's see if this is doing something. I'm glad I caught those streaks when I did that were going this way because they took it off of here. Give me a moment because I'm going to catch this one. So, what is this? Hmm. Interesting. I don't know what it is. Man. It's really not the time for me to have to go off go off air. But I think I got 2 days left. I'm trying to figure out what it is, what's happening to cause that. Maybe it's a black hole flying by. Uh-oh. Looks like it goes completely black. Hmm. That partial blackness is a trip. Well, let's see how long it takes to come back. And the only reason you're seeing it again is because it's looping back to the beginning. So we'll see if it comes back into picture. If not, it's just gonna stay black longer. Huh. Really strange. And see, this takes the way it feeds, it can only feed. See how it skips minutes? Oh, it skips like 4 minutes. So when you're seeing that blink, it's going blank for 8 to 12 minutes there. As it starts to go, as it covers this part of it, that's 4 minutes. And then when it goes completely black, that's about another 8 minutes now. So it's 12 minutes that's 12 minutes of footage you're seeing in that 3-second thing. Because it skips. Huh. Very strange. Well, darn. Are they blocking my feed? That wouldn't be good. Alright, nothing's showing up on here. And the stuff that shot across here earlier is missing, and it shouldn't be because it still should be in the loop because it wasn't like it was at the beginning and that part got erased. Oh, there it is. Whoops, let me stop. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, too fast. Right there. It's very faint. Right there. All these lines. I don't believe those are meteors the way the lines are. It looks like some form of energy. Maybe some gamma rays, some energy coming from something. Huh. That's weird. And this was lighting up a lot earlier, more than it was the other day. Remember I told you I never see it in these colors, but for some reason we're seeing it now. See, it's a lot more of it getting lighter. There's some kind of energy hitting the earth. It looks like it's affecting the sun as well. Come back here. Well, people. All that lighter blue. Look at that. I wonder if this thing is going to show anything. Probably not. I don't even think this thing works because it's never showed anything up here. This one moves a lot slower. Yeah, it never shows anything. All right. Okay. And see, we're going back up here, which is odd because this isn't intense. So I don't know what's causing this to spike up here and here because it's not showing up on this. We're not in the yellow and red. So there's something else causing it to spike. That's the radio velocity. See, we're just in the green. Normally we're in the yellow or the red when it's up here. So it's going to dip down a little bit and then come back up again. And stay that way for on the first, second, partial through the third. But it's up right now for the 20th, 29th, and 30th. Starts to dip down going into the 31st. But it's, like I said, it's odd for the colors. Now, if it went completely blank, just went completely blank without it going partial, then I would say it's the satellite going out or something, but it's doing a partial. It was doing the partial first, so there's something up with that. I don't know. Whoa. Okay. 0 activities for tornadoes and stuff tonight. That's good. Check the earthquakes right quick. The one in the last hour is a 4.2 in Northern Marina Islands. Mid-Atlantic Ridge, 5.1. Anyway. Well, let me see if there's anything on here, and then I'll close out. Because, so, I was gonna, let's check on this again. Because, the sun is doing something weird. Let's see if they've edited it again. He might have got up there and took it out. That's okay. Nope. Okay, so you see it starts to fade. There's something up with this because it wasn't doing this 2 hours ago when I checked it, and I took a screenshot of what this was doing. There's some kind of energy coming across this way. You'll see it in a minute after it reloops. It's very faint, but it's all the way up and down this thing this way. Oh, let me show you. Oops, right there. Right there. There's a bunch of streaks. These aren't meteors, I don't believe. It looks like some kind of energy, some kind of beams from light or something. So watch this. And mind you, there's 20 some hours missing. But this just started happening. Let me see if I can get it. See how it's starting to go dark. See something? See it? See? See? Whoops. Right there. Now, if it was missing footage, or if the satellite just went black, which it's going to do in a second, the whole thing that just went black, it wouldn't be partial like it is right here. So, and then it goes completely black, and it's not coming back. So, what is going on? Because there's not missing footage there, and unless NASA cut the feed, no, because the time's still going on it. I mean, there's 21 hours missing. It's supposed to be a 24-hour loop, but this, I don't know what's going on, because you see it slowly go black, like something's going across the way of the sun. So I don't know what that is. You seen it live here? I got to keep an eye on that. Hopefully there's not a lot of buffering when I share the screen like that. All right, I'm gonna look at this the numbers one more time, and then I think I'll call it a night, since there's no interaction. And oh, there we go. Corona world. Dates. These numbers don't even matter because there's so many people not testing. So the serious and critical condition remains 5% of the currently infected people, and the death toll still remains at 18% for the tested cases. They're not testing in Virginia at all, so we don't even have any tests. Very sporadic. So by the last numbers when they were updated, I'm not sure, but it was hours ago, maybe this morning. USA was at 142,178. Total deaths was 2,484, with 2,970 people in serious or critical condition. So that'll take that number up to about 5,000. For Italy, has 10,779 deaths, and they got almost 4,000 people in serious or critical condition. So their number is going to go up to about 14,000. deaths. And China, forget them because they ain't reporting. Spain has had 6,803 deaths, and they have 4,165 in serious or critical condition. So they're going to be up to 10,000 here soon in deaths. Huh. Germany has 62,435 positive cases, but only 541 deaths right now. They have 2,000 in critical condition. That I'm sure those numbers are going to change because they came behind us. The infection started there later. Anyway, all right, let's see what it says for the USA. And while I'm talking about this, we'll go back and look at this craziness on the sun. Like I said, if it just went black, that'd be one thing, like the satellite went out. But because it's gradual right here, you can see it's getting darker. So, like I said, if it was just black, if it just went black, you'd think the satellite went out. Well, that's something else. Maybe tomorrow there'll be no sun. Wouldn't that be interesting? No sunrise. The day of darkness. The day the sun and the moon don't give any light. Don't know. But it was definitely a wave of energy that came across here. You can see them. They're pretty faint, but you can see them. Those are not meteors. That's some kind of wavelength, some kind of beams of light, some kind of energy. Don't know for sure. This is crazy. You see, you can still see parts of the sun. So what is this? Is this a black hole? And you know, black holes aren't good because they devour everything. What is this? Did our sun lose that much? What is that? Is that black matter going across it before it devoured it? Let's see if I can make this smaller, but still where you can see what I'm doing. All right, so let's try this. Oh, I still got to lose too much of it. All right. Won't you let me go smaller? Yeah. All right. So there it is, and then there it is. So what is it? Because you can still see the sun through parts of this. And look at the weird shape, the raggediness of it. So, and then it goes black, solid black. But the time keeps on ticking. See? Now mind you, see these are in 4-minute intervals. They skipped 4 minutes, so we missed 4 minutes of this. So we might we missed it coming in, whatever it was, because it would have came in like this and covered part of it and then part of it and part of it. But these are in 4-minute increments. Every second is 4 minutes, and then it goes black completely. Oh, come on, gracious! Won't you let me move? There we go. Where is it stuck now? There you go. And it's staying black. I don't know how long it'll take before the sun shows up again, or if it's going to. Maybe we're going to have the 3 days of darkness. Now, if they have sun simulators, they'll be breaking them out. We will see. Alright. I think it's about time for me to close. I don't have any participation, and I'm not in the best of spirits anyway, so I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. I don't know, people. The world needs to get right with God. That's all I know. We know that something punched a big hole in our galaxy. What was it, 5-6 months ago? And they still don't know what it was, and they said it may have been a black hole because they couldn't see it. They couldn't find it. Well, they just figured out a way how to put some light on black holes using different lenses and whatnot. I might pull that up tomorrow and show y'all that stuff. But wow, even the tree frogs aren't making any noise tonight, or the crickets. That's weird. They're silent. Well, we don't know what is going on. But whatever this is, like I said, we might wake up tomorrow and not have a sun, like Scripture tells us. I'm gonna stop this on the oops, moves so fast. But like I said, there's something up with this, because it didn't just go black. Wow, right there. It was partial first, but you could still see the sun through this, whatever this blackness is, and it's got a really raggedy shape all the way down here, but you can still see. So there's holes in this blackness. You can still see the sun behind it. So whatever, something's going on. Like I said, we might not get a sun tomorrow. Might be 3 days of darkness coming, or 1 day of darkness, and where the sun and moon won't give their light. I know the moon was out tonight, but Let me go out there and look, see if I see any stars or moon still shining. See if because we can't see the sun on there, that's for sure. We'll make sure we can still see stars. Well, those aren't reflected by our sun anyway, are they? Supposed to be so far away. I see one. Nope, I see stars. So anyway, whatever that is going across our sun and blackening most of it with this raggedy edge and holes in it where you can still see the sun. Interesting. Wonder what tomorrow's gonna hold. We will see. I need to take a still shot of that. I hear the helicopter. Mm. Give me a second. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Sun file. Save as. Missing sun. Okay. So I'll let that scroll. Don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot I had a topic I was going to talk about. But then I saw that, and then I got on that paying attention to what was crossing over our sun. Mm, um, okay. All right. Well, this is weird. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this. And I'm gonna start another one and try to let it run all night so it can record whatever the whatever's gonna be going on with the sun, because um yeah, I don't just feel like sitting here watching the screen. So I'm gonna close this out and start a new one. Just let it run live through the night, and just so I can record whatever's going on with that, if there is going to be anything else to record. And hopefully tomorrow we do have daylight, because we might not. Because that day's going to come here one of these days where we don't have the sun or the moon will shed its light. And this was very strange. So may God bless you all. Peace out.